deep for Detroit.
Oh, it's a low kick. Let's go. Go, baby!
Take it out to 35. Kalif Raymond.
Go, Leaf. Go, Leaf. Go, Leaf.
Still going. One man to beat. It's the punt for Mayorkas. Touchdown, Kalif Raymond.
Oh, oh my God, dude.
The blocking was there. The explosion. Kalif Raymond, he wasted no time using that speed, getting north and south, and gets the touchdown for the Lions.
That was fearless.
Oh my God, dude. He's been that way the whole game, though.
And he could have run across the water to Windsor, Canada, the way his feet were moving on Sunday. That was an incredible moment. We were all on our feet watching Detroit extend their lead over the Browns early in the fourth quarter. The Lions would win 34-10, but we want to hear more about that moment and the return specialist responsible for it. Lions are 3-1, guys, and that's why we have Kalif Raymond on the show. Had you watched that highlight a couple times? What was it like rewatching it?
The highlight itself, I saw it just because we watched film, but not Coach talking. That was actually pretty cool. That was pretty cool.
That's incredible. So, Kalif, great to see you. Great to have you on the show. We got to ask, though, after this play, you found your wife, Julia, in the crowd. When someone accomplishes, like, did you already have her keyed in? Like, there's so much going on, catch the ball, avoid tackles. Oh, let me find my wife also in the seat that she's in. How does a special moment like that unfold for you?
Oh, man. So we've had a couple touchdowns in the stadium. My wife always wanted to be a part of it. And, you know, it's really, really cool. She has a bun in the oven. So this is possibly her last game. And that's where the family section is. So as soon as I scored, took a little quick shot, saw her down there. I was like, where's my wife? Where's my wife? And apparently the people we were sitting with, she was like, yeah, you disappeared. She had a baby, but somehow she just got down there before we even saw her leave. So it was really cool. I'm glad we were able to do it.
Well, I'm really happy for you guys, the whole family, everybody. That's a really cool time. I mean, what a great time right now. You get family, football, you guys are winning. Let's get into, Kalif, the actual play, because we have this beautiful shot from the stadium roof, basically, 65 yards to the house. Just take us through it. Just give us your behind the music about everything that happened here. Go ahead, roll the video.
Oh, man. Oh, that's pretty cool. I actually thought the ball was going out of bounds, but I think Jack actually hit a similar ball in camp, and I let it go. And it bounced. It was like a 52-yard punt. I was like, you know what? I have a feeling this is going to curve back in. But we've been chopping at the tree for the past 4 weeks. Like, it's barely getting inches. Yeah. And I was like, man, the more aggressive I am with the way these guys are blocking, one of these is going to pop. And take a cut to the right. I look downfield, and everybody's blocked. Sailors takes out 2 people. Rock's got the last guy. And I was like, man, look, at this point, all I got to do is run fast and hope these hamstrings hold up. And they barely did. The last 2 yards, I was struggling.
Well, chopping at the tree, Kalif, sounds like something your coach would say. Chopping at the tree, biting at kneecaps. And some of the biggest questions coming into this season was surrounded after you guys lost both your coordinators. Now, I'm a big fan of Coach Dan Campbell. For those people that have something to say, or what do you have to say about those who may have some concerns still about the team after losing both coordinators?
I would say, man, we built a tough culture here, and I think that is more important than anybody. The guys in this room, the type of players and the type of people in this room is what defines us. And I think no matter what the adversity, no matter what the challenge is, when you got that type of character that's going to approach each week the way that we do, the rest will eventually take care of itself. And I think at one point, you know, we're still building continuity, but as we continue to grow, I think it'll be a very successful season for us. So.
Dan Campbell said recently that our best players are our hardest workers, the guys that practice the hardest. I'm curious, if you had to pick one, who's the hardest working, hardest practicing player on your entire roster?
Amon-Ra St. Brown, and it's not even close. He sets the standard.
Wow.
No, and I mean, you know, I pride myself on putting everything, turning over every stone, making sure I can put my best foot forward. And this man catches 202 passes after every game. After every practice, no matter what. In the last 5 years I've been here, I haven't seen him miss once. He does his 200 ads after every workout, hasn't missed once. He has a tennis ball thing he does on Mondays, 500 over the shoulder, everything he's doing, hasn't missed once. He is he is bionic. I mean, but everything that you're seeing on the way that he does on film, like between the catches, the routes, all that stuff, it is not by chance because he leaves nothing to chance. I mean, he's the hardest worker I've ever seen to this point. And I'm nervous to train with him off season because I'm not sure I'm going to be able to keep up. So, he's the real deal.
No, he's definitely the real deal, and we're all big fans of him. And obviously, his work is just a result of his work off the field. Tell me a little bit about Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery. They seem to have a really good relationship with each other, and it's very hard for a running back duo to split time, but it seems to be working for both of them. Tell me a little bit about that relationship.
Yeah, dude, those high character guys to start off. And I think that sets the tone for everything else, man. But they feed off each other, man. They add two different dynamics to the game. And look at, like, even that play there, man. I'd ask a lot of people to watch David Montgomery's film from the backward angle because you don't actually understand how many people he's making miss with his feet before the play even gets started behind the line of scrimmage, man. You add that with Ja's explosiveness and the character that these guys bring, because that same character is what makes them go pass block the way that they do, and they're putting people on their back. So, man, it's a high character group, and they feed off each other. And we got two guys like that can feed off each other. They're only going to iron sharpens iron for each other. So.
Kalif, it's really cool to hear you talk about your teammates with such adoration, but you yourself are a professional and a perfectionist when it comes to your craft. Last year, you hung with the St. Brown brothers on their podcast, and there is one thing that you talked about when it comes to being a prolific punt returner. Let's take a listen to the answer, and then we want to get into this.
Oh, goodness. I've been talking about so many kickers, bro, so I try to do my best to avoid them, and it just don't work out, so... When I saw, I think it was Lean. Lean was on the kicker. I was like, I'm good. Somebody's on. That's the only way.
You don't make the kicker miss, like.
Bro, no. Hold on. First off, I tell everybody this every single time. So you playing basketball, right?
Yeah.
You see a dude coming through the hole, and at your height, what you gonna do? You gonna move out the way and let him do his thing, you know what I'm saying? But you see, got my height coming. What you gonna do? You gonna try to send his junk to the opposite side of the court. It happens every time. So when I'm running on returns, kicker's like, I'm about to lay this joker out. And every single time, they give their best efforts.
It's a perfect parallel, Kalif, because anytime you get blocked in basketball at the rim by someone who's like 6 foot and over, you're like, that's not some big insult. You're clearly taller than me. But if you are the same size, I understand that perfectly tracks. So how does one navigate avoiding the kicker? Because you got to keep your eye on so many people on kickoff returns. What's going on with this tactic?
You know what's crazy? I'm hoping that you tell me because I need to know. No, it's just a lot of times I've been trying to cut back, and lately I've been seeing a lot of returns. Hey, man, cut back. That may not always be the best thing to do, but I'll tell you what. Jake Bates, was it 2 weeks ago? Had a huge tackle. You know what I'm saying? Like they're just. I think they're not giving enough credit, and man, they're like Velcro for me. So I can't get around them. And then a few times I do, something good's happened, and last week just happened to be a blessing.
That's
oh
hilarious.
man, I was nervous about the other end. So.
Kalif, you have an incredible personality, man. I'm glad that so many more people are learning about you and your story. The story, though, is fascinating. Undrafted out of Holy Cross in the Patriot League, and you've been through the Broncos, the Jets, the Giants, the Titans, the Giants, the Titans, the Lions, and you have found a home here that works. It's great right now, and you've been All-Pro twice. Was there a time in that journey when you ever thought, maybe this just isn't going to happen, maybe I should hang up the cleats? And if so, what changed?
Oh yeah, hopefully got enough time, but it was 2017 actually. I remember walking off the field playing for the Giants, and I looked at the stadium in MetLife. I was like, I think I just played my last NFL game, and by the grace of God, the Giants signed me to a futures contract. And I remember going into the OTAs with so much fear, and I was like, look, I can do one of two things. I can either kind of just quit a little bit, stick my head in the sand, kind of just shy away from it, or I can give everything I possibly can and see exactly who I am. And that's what I did, man. So it was 6 workouts a day. I was catching enough punts to where I had wounds on my chest, cuts, all kind of things, but I was catching thousands of punts. And eventually I was like, my work's going to outshine any fear and anxiety that I have. And that's what it took, man. It was a long journey. It's a side of the NFL a lot of people don't see. They don't see the getting cut 5-6 times. They don't see the late nights, staying at Extended Stay America, just so I can't buy a lease because I don't know if I'm going to be there the next week. So it's just a different lifestyle. And eventually playing here in Detroit has been a blessing because Dan is the type of guy like, hey, I don't care who you are or where you come from. I care about your character and your work ethic. And if you're you can put those two in front of yourself and you can play ball, I'm going to give you a shot. And that's what it's been playing here. And it's a blessing because it's like that in this organization top down. So I really appreciate it.
Kalif, that's special, man. That really is, because I had the same thoughts after I tore my Achilles my 4th year, like, that's it for me. But where does that resilience come from? I know where it comes from for me, but where does that come from for you? Because that's a special characteristic that not a lot of people have.
It was a lot of people that got me here to this point. Had a lot of help, whether my mom, Mr. Lawrence, my mentor, my parents, friends, family. I had a lot of help here on the way. And if they're willing to put that much time and effort into me, it is not fair to them to quit on myself. So with that being said, I'm going to give everything that I have that I know I can give as a thank you, and that's the payback for all the time that's put into me. So that's where a lot of that comes from, man. It's been a blessing to have as much help as I have.
Sorry, that is fantastic, Kalif. It really is. This week, you've got the Bengals. I don't know if you know this. The Bengals are trying to assign to each section. You wear black in this section. You wear orange in this section. They want the stadium to look like stripes.
Yeah.
But your fans are in the mentions, and they're like, no. It's going to be Honolulu blue. How confident are you that your fan base is going to be there to mess up the whole stripe thing?
They've shown up every week, every away game. There's been some away games we played the last couple of years. I'm like, are y'all sure this is away? Because when we come out the tunnel, it sounds like a home game. Super confident. They show up everywhere, man. We have a great fan base.
Kalif, you're awesome. I think we should do best guest of the week on GMFB, and I already gave it to you, and it's Thursday. Sorry to anybody who's booked for tomorrow. Kalif Raymond, you're fantastic.
Thank you, guys.
Absolutely.
The bar extremely high, Kalif.
Look at him go. Move the feet, 1, 2, 1, 2. And don't worry, I had faith in those hammies. I don't know what he's talking about. Right there. Make it.
Yeah.
Good luck with your impending birth of your child, Kalif Raymond. We wish you guys well.
Special, my man.
Thank you. Have a great day.